Oke guys, lanjut lagi kita nonton pertandingan antara Homebois melawan Apbren, dan Homebois butuh kemenangan untuk menyamakan kedudukan, dan Apbren itu match point, satu kemenangan lagi akan meloloskan langkahnya ke semifinal. Langsung saja kita tonton guys, let's go. Lagi-lagi memakai Brody ya, Super Marco-nya di game pertama tadi. Mengerikan banget itu. Apakah Homebois akan gugur dan Udil akan pulang guys?
Anytime a Tigro pops up, like let's be honest, if you've been watching Games of the Future, everybody's gonna think of that one play from Tigreal that was a five-man setup, you know, KDA machine, he did it. So like, the pressure's there. It's like, can you do something? It doesn't have to be five-man. It can be a great three-man setup, you know. But as long as you can pull it off the Tigreal, you can make that work. We'll see if they can. We're hearing the sounds of the Land of Dawn here. Again, it's a match point here between Apbren and Homebois. Apbren getting that game number 1. We'll see if
Ayo Udil, tunjukkan kemampuan. Wah, udah mau mati aja matchnya.
This is I think one of the first few times that we're going to be seeing a lot of these new picks coming through here. Super Marco also pretty low here, but this is what we expected in the jungle, right? Like a lot of pressure from Owen,
atas kalah,
a lot of
tengah
pressure
kalah.
too from Sword. At this point, right, he has to keep the nets in check here. He really needs that assistance in the goal, especially
ketabrak, mati dong.
Apbren here. They find Chibi, who's
Oh
taking a lot of the
my
damage
god,
here.
Chibi kena
That's
first blood guys, jungler.
here by Apbren.
Remember when I was saying, you know, it's great, but it's a risk as well. Even if she's banned constantly, like, you still have to be able to have a relatively safe start to get where you need to be, and then, you know, your damage is going to show up. But look at Owen.
Soalnya kadang ngeliatnya males juga ya guys ya. Lagi kalah, lagi apa, recall. Menangin dulu. Fokus dulu. Pesan di pro player ini yang ngebuat ngevlog season ini guys. Pernah lihat judulnya, lihat salju gitu ya. Fokus lah kita pro player, fokus dulu.
Minor edge, right, in terms of the jungle matchup, because
bukan
the great
konten
thing
yang
about it,
dipikirin.
KASIH can be like, you know what, Owen, go do your thing, go invade the jungle,
player.
make Chibi's life hell for now, and I will roll around, literally, I'll get these objectives, I'll farm up, and I have a heart guard available.
Mati lagi nih.
So that's what's happening here.
Oh man, that's not gonna be easy. And I actually thought that Olga's gonna have like a sprint there just to get out of the situation. But you know what? While all of that is happening, right? Like Chibi just turned level 4, while KASIH has been taking away all the resources here on the side of Homebois, and Owen hasn't even left the jungle camps here on the side of Homebois. I think this is gonna keep up even until the end of the game, just not letting this joy of Chibi farm anything at this point.
Wah, Chibi kasihan banget.
So much support has to come from Homebois here for Chibi, and that's the downside of picking a Joy that is kind of reliant right now, and that's what you see Apbren doing. So if they can pressure,
belum level 4 soalnya.
He's gonna be safe for now. He's got the shields too. It's gonna be a magic damage.
Wah,
coming through. Right
ada
now
persepatnya.
Flicker out to safety, and still no pickoffs here for the side of Homebois, but you see the swing of resources from the side of Homebois. They immediately all went to respond. Actually, both of them, I think. Not Chibi is going to have a hard time here. Like, everybody has to kind of answer out to Owen here. At this point, has just been camping out in the bushes, going for the pokes, and all the ultimates are going to be invested in him. He's going to be taking a lot of the damage, and that's going to be the first skill picked off here from the side of Homebois. Electrifying beats as well, but they're not going to get more here.
That was a great call from Homebois, especially from Zorn, knowing that, hey, Owen already used his flicker earlier, right? Like, if we can catch him, especially having the ultimate available and everything else, like, the implosion is going to keep him there, you know, and then you push him back and work around it. So now, but still, Kyle TZ, he's going to go for it with the pressure.
Oh man, the Sword have the ultimate here. KASIH is gonna be soaking up the damage, but you know what? This is why Apbren's so confident. You got the hard guard, you can just
bisa juga kali.
chaos here in the jungle, pandemonium in the jungle. You got the hard guard available. Hogan's gonna be able to escape that one, and Apbren still exerting so much pressure, making sure that that Chibi does not get anything at this point. Like even to the point like it's not just over. It's even KASIH going all the way in, knowing that the hard guard is going to be available for them to be protected.
Piunya flicker.
Is secured here for Udil, but I'm not sure if
Ah, mati sonnya. Wih, Udil ya. Anjay.
They got the hard guard for themselves
Wih,
too.
dapet.
Look at this.
GG.
Gonna take in that
GG. Tadi pas masuk itu Angel lain ulti Angel
nice
ke
bounce back though here for the side of
itu
Homebois.
kagak ada darah putihnya.
Because Apbren has been such a menace here in the jungle. Chibi hasn't been able to farm well. I mean, you can't farm well. Look at how Owen has been trying to make sure that Chibi doesn't get anything at this point. And so far, 5 minutes in, it's still Apbren leading this time. Quite
itu yang penting ya.
quite a different take this time.
NOD langsung
usually
guys
Homebois actually taking the
untuk
lead.
netralisirin ini semua nih.
This is big though. The 5-minute mark now. Big item
First
pickups.
pertama
Necklaces
langsung
around
mati
secure.
ini.
There's an implosion again.
Kan? Karena ada NOD nggak bisa ngapa-ngapain juga.
Okay, so as I was saying, big item pickups here for Homebois. Necklace around Blade as well. Kyle TZ. Okay, he's still gonna put pressure here. Super Marco there now to help him out.
Wih, masih dapet Cibi.
Yeah, he's also going to be poking in the side Homebois here. We haven't seen so much of the gold lane matchup just yet. We've seen Neds actually being safe and sound. All of the action is actually in the jungle side here of Homebois. 16k for the side of Apbren. I'm looking at Kyle TZ here and
Mati
Chibi.
dong,
So far he has
flicker
caught
son.
up to Kyle TZ.
Wah, flickernya nggak
Even
ada.
Owen's taking a lot of
Gas.
actually is dishing out a lot of
Hey,
damage here up against the
telat
Homebois.
lagi.
Yeah, that's tough again. Okay, that's not
Gila,
gonna
seru
connect
mainnya
either from Sapat. So
saling
there's so much
strategi
back and forth here going, but the
war,
biggest thing is
strategi war.
Apbren still playing around on the macro level, guarding themselves still to lead, and they want this turret, but Kyle TZ.
Set dah.
Owen
Okay,
figuring
he
out
flickers
too.
out.
Yeah.
Okay, so every time you
Udah
think they're gonna break
di
out,
bawah kanan
this
Kyle
lineup that
TZ,
Apbren
Son.
has
Son sampai
is
kacamata mainnya.
very good at getting
Kyle
these
TZ santai
resources
banget
out for
mainnya itu.
Homebois, kind of
Untuk
just
Baksia.
and just playing around that, right? Like they're tanky
Slap
enough, they're
TZ.
able to have enough mobility to get out of here. That's one great thing about Hilda. But Homebois,
Guys. Set dah.
Not easy again though.
Mana dia
Does
mas?
have the
Yuk.
hard guard here,
Ah.
able to sustain him. Oh, there's
Yeah.
a flicker in from Udil, but it's not able to get
Ay,
anything. He still
sa-
survives there
Berhasil.
with 1 HP of health. And the turn's gonna be taken in here by Apbren. Wow.
I'm surprised he even survived that. So it looks like they're going to go rotate down bottom to put the pressure now on Homebois.
Yeah, wow. Zorn gonna be the focus here on the side of Apbren. They got a hard guard here to save
Tuh,
him in
hard
time
guardnya
too.
nggak
But Kyle TZ
nggak
and
namain
the
darah
rest of the gang, they
putih.
know what to do. They want to get in this tower, and you see
Tetep
how
mati
they're
dong, Son.
cutting the minions here over to the side so that
Minion
Super
ditahan,
Marco can actually
mati.
push. Zorn is really low, and Owen gonna go all the way in and take him down, and that's gonna be one less problem for the side of Apbren.
Ah, ketabrak.
Oh my
It's
goodness,
not
it's
stopping,
not
though.
going to end here.
Yep, that's gonna take it. It's gonna get chunked down here by Kyle
Damage
TZ.
sih kurang.
He's only gonna be
Lebih dari 4.000
chunking
ya.
that real low, forcing him back away. And wow, just like that, 7 minutes in, we're actually heading into the first lord of the game.
Mati
Yeah,
by
this is
one.
very different from the
Udil
previous
sama
game. I mean,
Brody.
there's so much action between
Super Marco.
every single lane at this point, plus the jungle. So a minute before that Lord comes up, and this is always, like I said, this is the time Apbren might look for some play, and it looks like they're getting in position for that.
Kyle TZ too. Again, they're not gonna let Chibi take anything right now. Even the jungle are not safe from the side of Apbren, and I think for the side of Apbren, they know exactly what to do, right?
Ya,
Like just
ambil
take away the
semua
jungle camps of the
jungle-nya.
Joy, and if you've seen like Chibi hasn't been able to, pop off like
Sakit.
every Joy has, right? And even at this point, he can go.
Chibinya hampir mati.
Actually, making him pop
Kalah
that
damage.
electrifying
Ditabrak
beast
tabrak
very
Baksia.
early on as Apbren.
Mampir.
They're getting in the map control too, while
Mati
everybody
lagi
is
Son.
trying
Tabrak
to
memori.
take down Owen or
Killing
take
spree.
down even Kyle TZ, and just
there
like
was.
that, Super Marco.
Padahal tadi udah sebagus itu Super Marco kayak Brody. Kagak respect
Before the
band
9-minute mark,
Brody
before the Lord
lagi.
spawns, they get a kill. And just like I
7.500
said
tuh
in the
damage,
previous game, that's what
goldnya.
happens. They spawn it out. Now, the
Homebois
question
saya
is, do they
5.000
actually just
paling tinggi
commit
tuh
to his
MM.
Lord?
Beda
And
2.000.
does Homebois actually want to commit to actually keeping the fight here for it. It looks like being down Zorn, I mean, he did just come up, but it's going to be too late by the time he even gets there. So they just give this up. And that's what I always say is about the timings of Apbren is like clockwork. They go for it if they can, and now they have this play.
Flicker.
Homebois again distracting everybody. They're not going to go for more here, but Conceal has been popped here by Homebois. I'm looking at Apbren this time. They are very early actually as compared to what we usually know them to do, right?
Tuh kan
like,
kalau Angela darah putih.
Just like that, even Owen there can't be taken down. And to think that they don't
dikejar
really,
lagi.
they're building this Angela to be a magic damage Angela. Kaltizi gonna be checking up the damage.
Dalot doh.
Has been casted here. Flapteezy as well, zoning
Ada
everyone
Lord.
all the way back to the turret here. They still have to address that Lord that's marching in on
hancur
the
sama
top side
Super
here.
Marco.
Homebois just have a lot to deal with here right now. Not just Owen, right? They got the Lord. They
Bisa
have to
endgame
defend
cepat
their
lagi
towers
dong ya.
here.
Tadi
10 minutes
13 menit.
in, what do they need to do? Like, Zorn has been using all of his implosions onto one hero, which is actually either Owen or Kaltizi at this point.
Might take one of those miracle plays. Miracle implosions.
Ngejar nahan damage clean-nya nanti ini.
So
Nets, mundur
deal
Nets.
with the Lord right now on the top side. Nets there alongside Sapat. We'll see if they can deal with it just fine. Apbren though, they're going to be knocking on the base. That's what they're going to do with these turrets as they make their way down the mid lane as well. They might just be happy getting the tier 1s and tier 2s cleared out, right? They cleared it out. They're happy with that. They've garnered themselves quite a lead, though, here. That's one of the big things, because they got the 6 turrets. They now have about 8,000 gold on top of Homebois. Homebois, despite them actually having some decent setup potential and whatnot, they have some space to work with. Look at Oakwood.
Yeah, Ogun just goes... At this point, like, even Few, though, knows that he had to invest the hard guard here.
Soalnya flicker kemana?
Yep, he's gonna tug Kaltizi all the way in, gets the implosion onto
mati,
him.
nggak ada flicker.
Onto him. Zorn really low, and Super Marco picks up the kill. 7 kills for Apbren. They just know how to dance around here with Homebois, knowing that Zorn's gonna eventually
Kagak ada komunikasi gitu kelihatan di mulutnya.
At this point, like, I only noticed it's Flaptezy that has the Purify, so the rest of Apbren has those flickers, so they're not even worried about Zorn at this point, right? Not unless, you know, you can catch like 5 members here of Apbren, but at this point they're just a force to be reckoned with. There's just so much tankiness in the front line, plus Super Marco kind of shredding everyone apart at this point. I'm not so sure what he has right now. We'll be seeing the items later on, but Apbren, very great start up to mid game. So let's see if this might kind of be like a Homebois, you know, flipping in that switch in the late game. Let's see if they can actually do the same thing as Apbren here at this point.
Well, as we take a look at the items right now, I mean,
berapa itu?
8.000. He did not land the implosion. Like, that's not like the way he saw it in his head.
Kayaknya baru mau ke BOD. Sementara Brody-nya udah mau hampir item yang terakhir. Oh my god. Brody 10.000.
I mean, you still have to hope that you have enough damage to pull through, you know, and he might need a little bit more time. But right now, that's another Lord of the Hands of Apbren. There's the Malefic Roar for Nets.
Winter tuh Winter Trench
It could line up
untuk
properly if
mage.
Zorn is able to get it off. And Sepot as well, he could be the
kan
one
winter
setting things up.
dan
So
winter.
it's 2 for Homebois to find the set they're looking
Kayaknya
for.
guys
And the
sama
hard
kayak game
part about
pertama.
that, again, is getting through the sustainability that Apbren has, right? The shields, the regen, and everything else. Yes, they have some
Nggak sih terlalu kuat ternyata
anti-heal
Homebois.
items. I think they do have
Homebois.
that necklace of Durance.
Apbren.
They got it early
Kalau
on,
Apbren menang nanti
but
berarti
it's
dia
still
ngelawan
tough
RRQ
to
guys.
deal with this lineup right now from Apbren.
Iya, kalau yang satu lagi nanti Blacklist lawan siapa, Onyx siapa, kalau ketemu menang-menang ketemu sama Blacklist Onyx-nya. Bisa rematch M5 kemarin ya, lawan Blacklist. Jadi mau ngimbangin up damage Brody, full damage-nya. Tapi kan kalah di early gini ya susah gitu. Jadi Cici aja kayak gitu ya, udah segitu damage-nya.
Just from Flaptezy alone. So right now they hold it together, but Apbren might want more here. Working on the buffs, Ogun waiting patiently. Right now the Homebois is doing a pretty good job at defending. How long can they continue this on? Apbren might just get that one turret though on the top side.
Homebois ya.
there's a lot to take in here for Homebois,
selama
right? Like they
mungkin ya
need
guys ya.
someone to burst down this tanky
Oh,
front line
Udil.
of Apbren.
Sendirian
Form of
si Udil.
Udil, form of nets, but they're actually not
Bahaya
able to position
banget.
well, right? Because they
Malah
got one
lagi
here,
yang meriksa.
they got Kyle Teasy, then they got that hard guard to kind of make everyone like back away from all these clashes that Homebois kind of wants to do. They have all of the tools that they need. They got two setup plays here in the form of Zorn and Sepan, but we haven't seen anything just yet, right?
Malefic
And so
Roar.
far, Apbren
Brody
has
the full
taken in
item.
7 towers already right now. 10
Baru
million
3
for the side of Apbren.
itu udah full.
Iya.
Yeah, tough
Kayaknya
to.
siapa yang mau deketin Brody itu?
Anytime like this
Valentina.
is a situation,
Valentina aja baru 2
you have
item.
to consider like what do
NOD
the
emang.
Random.
teams do?
Yang saya
Like your
deketin
back is
cuma
completely
itu
against the
doang
wall.
yang
Yes,
bisa.
you've got some lineups.
Ya,
Nets,
clean
like I
ya,
said, he's
tapi
got
ya.
the,
Tapi kalau
three
clean
items
satu
that he
lagi,
needs for the most part to deal enough
lumayan lah
damage,
dia.
but
Butuh
if
damage
he
kayak
gets caught
DHS,
out for some
DHS
reason
kayaknya
or
mau ke
another,
DHS.
it's going to be difficult to actually find
Dia
those
mana
kills
masuk?
they're looking for.
Ya kan
right?
DHS
So
kan.
when you're this far behind, 10,000
Untuk
gold
tank-tank
is
ya.
usually that mark where it's like,
Bener
yeah, this is
kan.
tough. You know, we
Yang
have
terakhir
to
sih
kind
harusnya
of
dia beli
sit in our
BOD ya.
base, hope for the best. Probably not a good idea to contest Lords unless
ini
for
sih
some
dia.
reason we have a
Dia
numbers
adu
advantage,
itu.
right?
Iya.
And so they might just be at the whims of, all right, AP
Makan.
Brand, they're going to control this
Ya,
whole side
tenang,
of the
iya,
map.
tenang.
They're going to get this next Lord
Oke,
from
mereka
us.
udah beli
But if somehow we have a
dominan.
miracle defense,
Sana minta sama
that gets
Kenzo.
us to that first step to like turn things around, right?
Ya,
That's kind of where they
ya, sana.
are. And we'll see, again, if they
Mau
actually
deh.
decide to play around this. I don't think it's a good idea to contest the Lord, even though they're trying to push into this side of the jungle.
Itu Nanai juga
It's
tuh.
way too
Quickly taken
fast.
care of.
Wih, Lordnya yang ketiga.
Conceal play comes out though.
Langsung konsil.
Yeah, Apbren. Owen's gonna try to find someone. It's gonna be Chibi this time. It's gonna take a lot of the damage here, but you know, Apbren gonna be backing away. They have the Lord on their side. They don't really have anything to worry about. It's gonna march down on the top side. Let's see how Homebois
Farming,
will
terus
defend this one. I'm
farming.
looking at Sword and Sepan at this point. There was
Belum
a
ada yang
setup here,
hancur tuh
so
rep
we're gonna have to wait for that
Apbren nih.
miracle play coming out from both sides, but it's not gonna be easy, right? The solid front line of Apbren plus the Lord to boot here for their side.
This could be Homeboy's last defense here. They're gonna have to keep it together. Hard guard already used.
Woi, Cibi.
Kalti's gonna go all the way in. There's gonna be the turn-size facade. Sword's gonna try to find someone, unable to take anything. Flap Teasy zoning nets all the way from the backside. And I think Homebois, they're gonna be able to defend this
Masih
one
bertahan cuy.
successfully actually.
Wah, ini
I
hati-hati
kind
sih
of respect
kalau
AP
si
Bren
bisa
at this
nahan.
point. They know that Homebois
Bot
has the
semakin
tools to kind
sama ya.
of have that miracle
Ada
setup, but
peluang
they're just
juga
gonna
ini
take in
sekarang
what they
Homebois
can
nih
get.
guys.
All
Ada
the
peluang.
inhibitors are down here for the side of
Walaupun
Homebois.
kecil peluang tuh ada.
So even given the fact that they're so far ahead economically here, AP Brent's still kind of being careful how they approach this. It's a pot though.
Yeah.
Itu yang dibilang kan awas.
Sepan, nice tug in there, but
Oh,
they're not gonna go for more,
clean-nya.
man. First side of AP
Itu
Bren,
mah ya.
might wanna commit here. Kaltizi. Okay, they're just gonna be
Gila,
taking in a lot of damage.
flicker-flicker
A lot of the
dua-duanya.
ultimates have been invested just to make sure everybody's alive. I mean, at this point, right, like, once you get a takedown onto at least, like, one person on either side, it
Oke,
could be, like,
siap.
a game changer here. Like, if Homebois manages to take one down from the side of AP Bren, they can really set up the play here. But for
Udah
the
full
side of
item
AP
juga
Bren,
nih.
one down, no inhibitors left here for the side of Homebois, it's gonna be hard for them to defend.
Aduh, awas Pak Tizi.
Oh, Flap. Gonna get pulled.
Awas udah sakit sih. Udah ada NOD loh, udah.
Kaltizi gonna be taking a
Aduh,
lot of
soalnya
damage. Look at
mati.
Owen onto Sword.
Oh, Zorn.
Popping in that
Aduh,
immortality.
sayang banget.
He might get taken down here. There's the hard card onto him. And there's Udil. Look at Flap TZ just zoning everyone out. Nice tug in there. Nice eye
Woi.
defended by Sepan, but it's not gonna be
Mati,
enough.
jangan
Look at the
dipaksain
mobility. Look at the
juga.
tank that's here for the side of AP Bren. A lot of the immortalities are taken out. Homeboys doing their
Aduh,
very
mundur.
best to defend
Nets.
here.
Ah,
Shut down here by side of Super Marco. It's only Udil left to
Mundur,
defend
Dil.
here. Up against the side of AP Bren. They
Ah,
got minion
nice
base
try,
crashing
Homebois.
into as Kyle TZ can be stopping in the tracks of Homebois trying to go
wah,
forward.
godlight lagi-lagi.
It's a wipeout. That's gonna be
Udah cepet-tosan Udil. Nice try, nice try.
showing Homebois why they're the M5 World Champions.
Oke guys, sekali lagi Apbren menunjukkan kualitasnya sebagai juara dunia ya guys ya, dengan mengalahkan Homebois di game kedua. Berarti menang dengan cukup mudah 2-0 guys, dan Homebois dipulangkan ya guys ya. Oke guys, sampai di sini dulu. Jangan lupa like, comment, share, dan subscribe-nya. Dadah, sampai jumpa.